What's the one piece of furniture you'll never find at the Baxter Building? A silver sofa. Welcome to Comic Book Editions Volume 252. Today, it's an AOK. 7 pounds and 8 ounces of an AOK inside this box from my friend Matt, MrGretzky9966, that we're going to unbox. I'm so glad that you're going to be here for it. There's 2 items in particular that I know what they are inside of here, because they were mine, and I sent them to Matt when he went to Heroes Con this summer and said, would it be possible you could get these signed for me? And he did. So he's sending those back, but he said, I sent some other stuff as well. I'm anxious to find out exactly what he sent, and that's what we're doing in today's video. First of all, if you're not familiar with MrGretzky9966, he is OG YouTube comic book community. While you might be finding him on other channels guest starring, like on John's Comics with Friends channel, he's been on my channel recently. We did a Superman stream. I think he's going to be on the 1011 with Gary B, the casual comics guy, coming up soon. He had his own channel, which I'm still leaving a link for in the description for this video because you never know when he might come back to putting out content on his own channel, but he's still being active in the community. What a great friend he is. I certainly appreciate Matt. He's always checking in with me just to see how I'm doing, to see what I'm up to, and we talk about a lot of different collecting. His collecting has some areas that I'm not as familiar with. Of course, he loves comic books, and he has an amazing Action Comics collection. But he likes other things too, like obviously by his username, he's a Wayne Gretzky fan. I don't know a whole lot about Wayne Gretzky. I know that he collects things like Dick Tracy, among others. So he's a very multifaceted, interesting collectibles friend to have. And Matt, I certainly do always appreciate your friendship and you checking in just to see what's going on. And we always have some great conversations. So thank you so much. And thank you not only for the assist in getting some signatures at Heroes Con, but for whatever else that you sent. This is not the first time that Mr. Gretzky has AOK'd me. The very first time I did on a live unboxing stream with him way back in Comic Book Editions Volume 90. So that's one to check out in the archives as well, but there's been other ones as well. So the best way to find out what Matt sent is to open it. So when you come out of fast forward mode together, I just see on the label, 7 pounds, 8 ounces. It's a lot. Let's check it out. Right? Meow. I cut towards me, which you're never supposed to do. Shame on me. So I just set it over here because it is a pretty big box, heavy box. Give me one more second. I only saw one thing that I didn't know of. And it was pretty cool. I'll get to that in a second, but I do see one thing that was a little bit familiar to me. Be More Wonder Woman. This is a book that I took to C2E2 earlier this year and got signed by a few people associated with Wonder Woman. And I asked Matt if it would be possible for him to get Garcia-Lopez, Jose Luis Garcia-Lopez, to sign this for me. And I believe he did, and it should be in this front cover. There it is, right there. That is so awesome. So this joins the growing list: Tom King, Jenny Frison, Garcia-Lopez, and then on the back, we have 2 more, David Finch and Jill Thompson. So this is just like a little fun side project that I've been working on. And I mean, Garcia-Lopez, he's like the Mount Rushmore of comic book artists. And I had to have him as part of this book too. And I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to have him on that. When I think back to my childhood and some of my favorite covers, there are works that he did. And he still continues to do work, you know, that I'm a huge, massive fan of as well. So I'd like to kind of keep going with my hardcover Be More Wonder Woman book and get it filled up with some more signatures. So that's pretty awesome that that was able to be accomplished. And thank you, Matt, for hauling that around for me. So that is one of the two things that I was aware of that would be in this box because I sent this to him. There's another one in here somewhere, and we'll get to it in a moment. But we're just going to go on. I'm going to do the book that when I was just kind of reshuffling a moment ago and putting stuff in order, the one that I saw. That's the book that I'm going to do next. It is a softcover trade, and this is what I saw. Showcase Ambush Bug. The bug! Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the bug. That's pretty cool. I've got me a fair amount of Ambush Bug comic books in my collection, including his first appearance. I am actually kind of surprised that DC hasn't made him their like cinematic version of Deadpool yet. So this will be an interesting story to go through. So we got black and white reprints of some different Ambush Bug stories. The one thing that did catch me on the cover, this originally, if I'm remembering correctly, was an Action Comics cover. But on the original Action Comics cover, the Trinity were not green. They were their normal flesh-colored that we're used to seeing. And Ambush Book, of course, was green, but they weren't. So there'll be some fun things to dig into in this showcase. So thank you, Mr. Gretzky, for sending this my way. That's fun. I didn't know what to expect when you said that you were sending something, but Ambush Bug was not on the list. Thank you. There's another showcase, but I don't know which one it is. I could kind of tell that it was around the same, you know, it felt like another showcase. I'm still not even looking. Let's find out together. Oh, Phantom Stranger. Oh, that's kind of fun. This will be an interesting read. So I remember in a previous AOK that Mr. Gretzky sent me, he sent me some Silver Age Metal Men. So now I've got some Silver Age Phantom Stranger. That will be cool. I do like the Phantom Stranger, and I don't like his solo series from either the end of the Silver Age or more from the early Bronze Age. I don't have any of those issues. So this will be fun to dig into to see what it has. Just kind of looking on the back here. It's got that old stuff that I love. Denny O'Neil and Jerry Conway, Len Wein, Robert Kaniger are some of the creators that are involved in this. It has the first 21 issues of his comic series and an early appearance in showcase number 80. That is pretty awesome. So thank you. Awesome. All right. We're going to keep delving into the box. Oh, I see the other thing that I sent Mr. Gretzky. It's on the bottom here, and I'm gonna do that now. We did one thing that I knew of, then we did a couple things I didn't know of, and I'm going to do the other thing that I knew of because I sent. I am so stoked about this. Maybe you saw it there just for a second. It's the DC Comics Style Guide. Now, of course, I've had the Style Guide since I pre-ordered it, when it first became available to pre-order. And in Comic Book Editions Volume 223, I showed my unboxing of it. And there was always one thing that I thought that this Style Guide facsimile was missing. I loved it. I thought it was perfect, except for one thing. They never offered a signed version of it. And that's probably because I know the Style Guide ended up getting delayed a couple times, but it was just to make sure that they could get it as perfect as absolutely possible. And they probably didn't want to delay it further by having copies having to get signed. But I told Mr. Gretzky, because this is heavy, I said, are you sure that, he says, send the Style Guide over, I'll get it signed. I said, are you sure this is a heavy book? I wouldn't want to be holding on to this all day at a convention, like in my backpack or whatever. And he's like, no. He said, you are my friend. You do it for me, send it over. And I would do it for him. So let's take a look. Is it, let's see where it's at. There it is. Oh, on site. So I'm kind of funny about my autographs, that most of my autographs I like to have personalized to my name. And Mr. Gretzky's like, you want this personalized, right? And I'm like, nope. But here's how I'm kind of funny, and I just can't explain why. My hardcovers, I don't like personalized. If it's hardcover, usually I don't get it personalized. If it's floppies or soft covers or anything else, yeah, absolutely I do. But yes, this was, I wanted to sign one of these ever since I heard that this was coming out. And the mission had been accomplished. So, that makes me so happy. So, thank you, Mr. Gretzky. Just when you think that the DC Style Guide facsimile can't get better, a signed copy is the only thing that could make it get better. And mine has. Upgrade. I wish the company that produced this, which I believe is Standards Manual, I wish they would do the DC Comics Dictionary from the Bronze Age as a facsimile. I think that would be amazing to have that back in print. It's so much fun, and the artwork is so unique. And come on, Standards Manual, we need that as a hardcover facsimile. The DC Comics Dictionary. That would bring back some childhood memories. So, thank you. Mr. Gretzky is spoiling me. He always does, but thank you. Sweet. I want to set that down gently. Okay, I got a lot of reading. I got a stack of comic books here like this to go through. And there's still something else. This one, I just saw at the top of the note said signed by, and then I didn't look any further. Don't know the book, don't know who it's signed by, but it's signed by someone. Haha, Tony. You signature king, you. Here we go. Oh, we got a Hulk. So that's Walt Simonson. I definitely recognize that. And his autograph was always intended to look like a dinosaur. And Peter David. So Walt Simonson and Peter David signed this. Hulk 365. That's a great cover, too. So awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Mr. Gretzky, I wonder, where did you get these at? Was this from your collection? Did you buy these at HeroCon? Where? All these questions I have. Oh, another Metal Man signed by Walt Simonson. And this is one of the ones that I didn't have from the Metal Man haul that Mr. Gretzky sent me. I'm trying to remember. I think that was Comic Book Editions. I think that was 105. That definitely was an AOK video for Mr. Gretzky, but I think that's the one with the Metal Men on there. So, I got another one from the collection. This is issue 45. That's a cool cover. He sent me so many Metal Men before, and now with this, I mean, I'm doing pretty good in knocking out my Metal Men, because before he AOK'd all that stuff to me, I think I only had 1 or 2 issues of Metal Men. One from their own title for sure, and I think maybe DC Comics Presents. Sweet. And signed. Love that. I see this next book, it's face up. I want to turn somewhere. I got to turn these over so I don't see ahead of time what they are. Let's see. Okay, we'll just put a backing board here. I got a Fantastic Four. Love that. Issue 215. I love the Fantastic Four movie. This is so my era of Fantastic Four. With the trade dress like this and the characters like this, Blastar, awesome. Simply awesome. I will be buying the Fantastic Four movie as well when it hits theaters. Oh, it's already hit theaters. When it hits home video. I'm overwhelmed with this awesome AOK and brain not functioning. I'm going to buy it for sure. I'm going to buy Superman Legacy, and I'm going to buy Fantastic Four and own them. Ooh, Fantastic Four, one with Frankie Ray, issue 239. Plus the most unexpected guest star of all time. Is it me? Because that would be the most unexpected guest star if I ended up in a Fantastic Four book. At some point, I need to go through my Fantastic Four comic books, because I remember as an original childhood collector, I have a Fantastic Four comic book that has a double cover on it, but I don't know which issue. So I just need to take them out and start finding the one that had it. I got it off of the news rack, so it'd probably be an early 80s Fantastic Four. I also have a double cover of a Justice League issue, and I need to take those out and figure out which one it is for that too. Oh, sweet. And I love Frankie Ray. I think she was Nova at this time. She was the new Nova. She ended up becoming a herald for Galactus. Nice. Not looking. Oh, and Matt is a big Fantastic Four fan. This is 242. Ooh, we got some floating heads on the bottom here. Thor, Spidey, Iron Man, and Daredevil. Man, this cover I'm not that familiar with. Because I'm sure if I was out in the wild and I saw a cover that looked like this, I would instantly snatch this thing up. Not that familiar with this cover. So, wow. This is going to fill in a lot of stuff for me in my Fantastic Four collection. I did, in the month of July, 2 videos of Fantastic Four comic books I added into my collection, but these are some ones that are going to fill in the holes nicely of what I didn't have, including this one. Oh, 316. Yeah, and I stopped before 316. So, but I really enjoyed this era. So this is when Ben was leading the team. It was Ben and the Thing Ben. That is Ben. Ben and Johnny, Human Torch. So Thing and Human Torch, and then Ms. Marvel, Sharon Ventura, who became the She-Thing, and Crystal were made up the Fantastic Four at this time. And I didn't know about this era. I ended up just loving this era so much more than I ever expected to. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nice. And good cover, too. Thank you. More FF 321. Ooh, this is going to be good. Ms. Marvel, the She-Thing, versus She-Hulk. That is going to be good already. I can tell just by looking at the cover that that's going to be good. So I originally, as a childhood collector, stopped collecting at 303. And then earlier this year, with a trip to Half Price Books and C2E2, I ended up picking up some more from 304 to like the 313 range. And there was another comic convention I found some at too. So I'm definitely expanding my FFs from like the 1987, 1988 range now. Nice. Man, is he taking care of me. More! 325 with the Silver Surfer. Trapped a million miles from Earth. Oh, that does look good. And I noticed we only have 3. Where's Crystal? No Crystal there. So maybe we're in the process of a lineup change at this time in the FF2. I will have to read to find out. Read, get it? Nice. I'm going to take a quick pause just to say that if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I'm on the road to 1K. Less than 50 subscribers away. So subscribe or share this video with someone else that you think might enjoy my channel or my content or this video, and maybe they'll end up subscribing. It's another great way to show support to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, a heart, and a like because the algorithm digs that. At the end of the video, I'll be asking for your comments on what I showed in today's video. So start thinking about what you want to leave me a comment about because I love reading those comments. Let's get back to more of my AOK from MrGretzky9966. FF 327. Okay. Oh, he's not a thing anymore. Oh, and Sharon looks kind of like a She-Thing and kind of normal as well. So we've got the original FF and Sharon up in the corner box art. So I don't really know anything about this era of the Fantastic Four. So this will be fun to learn about. I mean, there's still a good handful of comic books here. Could there be more FF? Yeah. 329. What can one man do? Ben Grimm and the Frightful Four. Okay, cool. Have you ever read this era of Fantastic Four? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. I generally like to ask people overall, what's your favorite Fantastic Four member that wasn't a traditional core member? And most people I found out generally like She-Hulk the best. And I think that that's my pick too. But I like Medusa, and I do like Crystal as well. I like the eras that they were members of Fantastic Four. I think by the corner box art, I saw another Fantastic Four here. I did. 329, No Mercy for the Mole Man. Going old school there. It looks like we got the original team back too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mole Man played such a bigger part in the FF movie than I was expecting him to play. So that was kind of cool how they tied that in. I knew this latest Fantastic Four movie was so much better than the one they did, what was it, 2000, about like 10 years ago, I think. That movie was so much better than that version before the opening title sequence even played. So I didn't get the Galactus popcorn bucket. I'm probably going to end up with FOMO over that because that thing was so amazing. If you got one, I'm jealous, but way to go. Okay, here's a cover I'm familiar with, 337. I want to say, and I'm just talking very candidly, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think at one point that Marvel reprinted this as like a $1 comic book reprint, like in their True Believers line. I'm pretty sure they did, but I didn't pick that up. But this cover definitely does look familiar. And I knew around this time that Thor, I don't think he's a member of the FF, but I think he was stopping by and making some appearances in the Fantastic Four comic book at that time. So I will be curious to see how this shakes out. Okay. Man, it keeps going. 338. Oh, and that's an awesome cover. That kind of reminds me of a cover from maybe 252. If I'm wrong on that, I will put the information to the cover that I'm really thinking of above. It kind of reminds me of that cover a little bit. But it looks like, yeah, we're definitely back to the traditional core four. Got Iron Man here. We got Thor as well, guest starring. So I don't think it's full-on Avengers, but a little bit of Avengers going on. $345. Talk about a red cover. Fantastic Four no more. Ooh, it looks like they got ate by that weird Triceratops-like creature. Interesting. Well, if he killed and ate him, I hope he got indigestion out of it. I'm just like, wow. 347. This issue's got everything. Well, it literally has a thing. And well, I'm excited to dig into this. That's a cool cover, though. Original price, one big whopping buck back then. $360. Ooh. At the Mercy of Dreadface. I do apologize if there's any big keys or notes about these books. I haven't had a chance to look them up because I'm just learning right now that they're in my collection. So if I'm missing anything special or key or something of notation within the book, make sure to leave me a comment below and share that with me. This is going to be fun while the weather's still nice to sit out one day and then just start reading through a whole bunch of Fantastic Four on a nice day out in the patio. Oh, okay. You probably can't tell through the bag what this is, but this is that all white cover because it's indented. I can tell that's the Human Torch. I'll just call this an Alicia Masters variant because it's almost Braille. But what number is it? 373 perhaps? I think it is 373. 371? 371. 371. Okay. We'll see what this is all about. At first I thought it was a blank sketch cover, but it isn't. Okay, cool. And then we got one that's all red. Oh, it's the same cover, 371, but it's definitely all red. And I can definitely tell more on this one that maybe here a little bit. I know you're getting some glare from from the lights, but you can see a little bit of the outline. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I don't know if these are exclusives or this is just some type of gimmick at that time that Marvel was doing. I think there's one more book in this pile, and then there's one more box to look at, and it's a shiny Fantastic Four 375, The Rise of Doom. Look at Sue taking front and center there. That's kind of an interesting outfit she's wearing. Ooh, now we're up to $295 is original cover price on this. So this will be interesting to dig into. Okay. Wow. Mr. Gretzky, did you ever take care of me with the FF? Like I said, I know he's an FF fan, so his love of the character, he's making sure to keep that going with me. So I got a lot of new territory with the Fantastic Four to dig into now, and I'm very excited about that. So thank you for sticking with me. We're not done. Not done, though. But I am going to take a quick moment because there's just one box here, something a little bit bigger. While I open this, I'm going to remind you that Fanboys Live and the Retro Review is coming up this Sunday night on my YouTube channel. It is at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central. It's the greatest DC Comics show on YouTube. Mr. Gretzky's been a guest multiple times on the show, and I'm sure we will have him back again. It's always a fun time hanging out with him. Signature King Tony is there every week with me. We get Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe pretty frequently, which is always fun. And we try to get some guest stars on as well, too. We've been doing pretty good about getting guest stars lately on the show. And while I'm opening this, I'll let you know that the back issue of the week YouTube short is already on my YouTube channel. So I was just talking about a comic book that's in my collection. A little more details about it, and I have a lot of fun doing those. Okay, I don't know what this is. It's something graded. Let's find out together what it is. Even through the bubble wrap, I don't recognize what it is. I haven't looked. I'm going to take it out of the plastic. It is, Superman in Action Comics. So it's Action Comics 684 with Doomsday, a 9.6 copy. Mr. Gretzky sent me slabs before, so now I have another one for my collection. Man, you are spoiling me. Let's read the label. It's from December of 1992. Roger Stern story, Jackson Guys, and Dennis Roeder art. And then it has the cover artist listed. It's part of the Triangle era Superman, which I know some people are a big Triangle era Superman fan too, and happy that they finally collected that together like in a trade paperback, and I think it's on an omnibus as well. So, oh man. Matt, thank you for everything. I am literally I'm overwhelmed in a very positive way. By all of this. So you didn't need to do all this. I mean, just the fact that you got that stuff signed, the 2 books signed for me, that was well over enough. And then you went and just knocked it out of the ballpark here for me. Thank you just doesn't seem to be enough to say for my appreciation. Wow. My friend. Thank you. Thank you mostly for being such a great friend and a dependable friend and just someone that you can turn to and chat with. So that's like the most awesome gift in itself. What did you think of all this awesome stuff that he sent? The Fantastic Four, the signed comic books, Ambush Bug and Phantom Stranger, the slab. I mean, all of this. Let's dialogue about it in the comments section. As I said before, your comments are welcomed, encouraged, and appreciated. Guess what? I've got a lot of reading to do, so that's why I'm wrapping up. I know this has been a longer video for sure, but thank you for sticking with it all the way to the end. I think that it definitely was worth it. I mean, wow. I probably should have broken this up into 2 different videos, but I don't want to keep going because I do respect your time. It has just been raining AOKs at my house, and what a way to cap it off. Thank you. Mr. Gretzky9966, my friend Matt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for making it to the end of Comic Book Editions Volume 252. Catch you again soon. Until then, take care. Bye for now.